Sure, it's math and grammar, but it is so much more. It's playing games, digging in the dirt, and climbing trees. It's dressing up in pirate patches, princess dresses, and cowboy boots, sometimes all on the same kid. Hi, I am Christine Siddons, a Christian wife and mother of 9. Welcome to the episode 1 of One Tough Mama podcast. Homeschooling is more. I know most of you are either just starting school or school has been in for some time. Or maybe you've already been homeschooling because you homeschool year round. I am so glad that you're here. I want to encourage you this school year and maybe change your mindset to carry you through your homeschool adventure. To those of you who are just starting out, welcome to the club. This adventure will change your life, your kids' lives, and the atmosphere of your home. To those of you who have a year or two under your belt, good for you. If you're like me, I needed some encouragement at about this time, and a little bit of fine tuning, if I'm honest. I want to express my deepest gratitude to those of you who are veteran homeschoolers. Your experience and wisdom have paved the way for the rest of us, and we are truly grateful for your contribution to the homeschooling community. This podcast was inspired by a conversation with a mom new to homeschooling. I could see that worry in her eyes, and I want to ensure you that it's okay to feel this way. And I hope that I can help you navigate through this homeschooling adventure. No matter what your reason for homeschooling, whether it's due to what's going on in the public schools, or your child has needs that the school can't meet, or your child doesn't fit into the public school box, maybe you live miles away from the nearest school, or like so many of you, you are a 2020 homeschooler and have kept it going. Or maybe you were educated at home and you want to teach your kids the same way. Your kids are right where they need to be. First, let's change the mindset of what it means to homeschool. Homeschool conjures up images of school at home. If you have a school desk, a schoolroom, and school desk in the said schoolroom, no shame. We do too. It's what works for us. Let's think of homeschooling as home educating. Our children are learners, hopefully lifelong learners. So what is home education? Well, it starts with the first good morning of the day. It is a morning with no rushing, so we don't miss the bus or the tardy bell. It's teaching manners and life skills that will make our kids stand out above the rest. It is having the time to teach each of our kids emotional regulation. It is stopping to look at bugs and flowers. It is staying up late to catch the meteor shower or the political debate. Homeschool is play. Don't ever underestimate the power of pure child's play. There has been so much eye opening research done on the power of play. Even a tiny amount of research on play will be well worth your time and exploring. Sure, it's math and grammar, but it is so much more. It's playing games, digging in the dirt, and climbing trees. It's dressing up in pirate patches, princess dresses, and cowboy boots, sometimes all on the same kid. It is baking or planning a meal. It is helping with a church event. It is learning musical instruments, drawing, writing, telling stories. It is about books and reading together. It is taking care of animals from lizards found in the yard to milking the family cow. It is cleaning, doing chores, crafting, pillow and blanket fort making. It's creating cities for toys in the cars in the dirt, chalk castles, and sand mountains, complete with pecan and stick people. Sure, it's spelling and history, but homeschool is so much more. It is rearranging the backyard furniture and toys, creating a different scene each time. It's outdoor tea parties, frisbee catching, doctor visits, grocery store trips. It is hunting, butchering, meat processing. It is a musical, whether your child is performing or watching. It's joke telling, tickles, sew making, and bread baking. It's building various creations with Legos, lining up dinosaurs according to size, color, or alphabetically. So much of what our kids and we learn when we give them space and time and open-ended resources cannot be categorized. So much doesn't fall into a specific list that can be checked off. But that is the beauty of homeschooling our children. Think of the well-rounded, enriched life you will lead when what you learn isn't dictated by anyone other than God and what is right for your family. It's instilling your values into your kids, protecting them from the agendas outside that are ever encroaching. It's spending as much time as possible with your kids. 18 years tick by faster than you think. It's being there for scraped knees when they discover a new to them bug, draw their 6-year-old masterpiece. It's seeing them prepare and serve meals to their siblings. Being there to catch the joy in their eyes when they learn their favorite song on the drums. You get to be there when the letters make sense, the numbers add up, and the struggles are overcome. It is really just as exciting as watching them take their first steps. You are there to see them overcome obstacles and gain confidence, whether climbing a tree, using the self-checkout by themselves, or riding around the neighborhood, just navigating life. Sure, homeschooling can involve book reports and research papers, but as you can see, it is so much more. On Jenny Urich's 1000 Hours podcast, she interviewed Matt Boudreau. I heard a quote I wanted to share. Homeschooling is teaching your kids instead of teaching the curriculum. I thought that was so good. Jenny's podcast and books are really good and have changed how I view childhood and my role as a mom and teacher. We don't need to do school at home or replicate what the school system has set up. We are free to set a rhythm that works for our family. We have the ability to get to really know our kids. We have the ability to share this life with them while living it alongside of them. Can home education be hard? Yes. But as Abby Halberson said, hard does not equal bad. I believe God will give you what you need to home educate your kids. It is through those hard times, those struggles, that not only are your kids learning to read and learn their times tables, but you are learning so much as well. God may be just working those issues out in your heart through these struggles. I know that I am a better person and mom because I get to stay home with my kids and express life and experience it together. They stretch me in ways I rarely like, but in ways that I need. No matter where you are on this journey, you've got this. You are what your kids need. In upcoming podcasts, I will discuss different learning styles, various curriculum choices, teaching kids with learning differences, and provide more resources. But for right now, I'm going to leave you and hopefully encourage you to continue what you're doing because, Mama, you are doing a good job.